welcome to the first Kol Koreh online informational video. My name is Dr. Rinat and I am the founder and executive director of Kol Koreh, a nonprofit organization that helps children with dyslexia and other learning disabilities in Israel. I hope you and your family are enjoying a wonderful summer. As the academic year has come to a close and a new academic year is just around the corner, I'd like to take this opportunity to reflect on how your child fared in school this year. Did your child do well? Did they feel successful and accomplished? Were they happy to go to school each day? Or did your child have a challenging year? Did he or she dread the thought of another day in school? Did they go to school stressed and come home frustrated? Did their motivation and self-esteem plummet? I sure hope your child had a good and successful year. But if your child happens to be one of the kids who really found school to be very challenging, if your child complained of tummy aches or feigned illness in order to miss a day of school, if you noticed a heightened level of anxiety, depression, or acting out behaviors, it is possible that your child may have an undiagnosed learning disability, the most common of which is dyslexia. Dyslexia is an inherited neurological condition that affects one's ability to read, write, and spell despite average to superior intelligence, adequate exposure to reading instruction, and motivation to succeed. Research shows that dyslexia is due to a weakness in certain language processing regions in the left part of the brain that are involved in reading, as well as to environmental factors. It varies from mild all the way up to profound, and affects up to 1 in 5 children. So in a class of 30 kids, 5 to 6 of them are struggling with dyslexia to some extent. Children with dyslexia are bright, sometimes even the brightest in the class, and for the most part are highly motivated to succeed, but their learning challenges make them feel that they just can't measure up to their peers no matter how hard they try. Because these children don't look different from children who are not dyslexic, there are no obvious outward physical signs to suggest that they may have a disability. And because they rely on compensatory skills to get by, they are often not identified as having dyslexia until they are in the upper grades or even only once they reach adulthood. Yet the unidentified and untreated learning disability takes a major toll on their lives, especially in terms of how they view themselves and what they believe they can achieve. What we know from the research on dyslexia is that it is critical to identify these children early, preferably before they even start first grade, and give them a good, evidence-based intervention in order to strengthen the weak neural connections that are involved in reading acquisition. When the children are identified in this stage of development and are given a good, evidence-based intervention, it is possible to actually see correction in the brain, where the children begin to use the weak neural areas more efficiently, similar to children who are not dyslexic. While there's always ways to improve reading, when you get past this window of opportunity, which lasts until around 3rd grade, we're no longer talking about correction, but rather compensation. And you need to put in around 4 times the amount of effort to obtain similar results to a child that has been identified on time. For this reason, it is extremely important that if you suspect that your child may have a reading issue, that you go to a qualified professional and have your child assessed. And if the results of the assessment indicate that there is a reading disability, that you begin a correct, intensive, evidence-based intervention. The good news is that most children with dyslexia can be taught to read, some even above grade level. If you have any further questions, Kol Koreh is here to help. Please contact us at 052-704-2700 or visit us on our website at www.kolkoreh.org. And you can also follow us on Facebook. Thank you so much for your time. Now go make a difference.